3, 2, and 1.
Don't put that.
All right, I'm here.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of LL&R, Learn, Love, Reflect.
Yes.
I am Anthony Jones.
I'm Jackie Jones.
And today we're going to talk about triggers, the things that kind of make us go
You got
off.
your sexy voice on?
What?
Anyways.
Nah, that ain't the quiet midnight storm, girl. You get that later.
Sounding kind of hot to me. I was like, what is going on?
Well, I mean, if we need to take a time out. But anyway, today we're going to talk about triggers, a lot of different things. We're going to start off with some of our foods. And I will say, one of the things that my lovely wife wants to talk about is...
Why I don't like KFC?
And what we got? KFC.
I hate KFC.
This stuff was fire back in the day.
Let me tell you, only why I don't like it is because growing up, my uncle fed it to me every weekend for years while I babysat his kids. So every weekend, I'm not exaggerating, he would buy enough chicken. He was like the manager over KFC, and he would buy enough chicken to feed me, his two boys, and my cousin Daniel for the whole weekend. And that's all we ate. Breakfast, lunch, dinner was KFC. And my cousins act like it was like a new meal every time, and I was so disgusted. And so I haven't ate KFC since I was a teenager.
Wow.
Since I was a teenager. Because I'm just so disgusted by it. And it looked like it got like soft breading, and I'm
Saying it ain't even fried.
Yeah, and then look at my box.
Yeah, the box is trash.
See, they not making me feel no better about this. But I'm willing to try it as an adult and see if my taste buds have changed, but I'm really not excited.
But hey, for me, KFC coming from the hood was a luxury. Because all we had
was churches. In the city off of...
In the city, man. We was off of
right
9th Street.
Well, you live
down in the hood.
Spots.
Yeah. Hey, man. But, so for us, like KFC was like a luxury. Like somebody got paid, or we got a nice little check from somewhere, boy, because we couldn't afford KFC.
I need a plate. Sorry.
Girl, you didn't change. She done got all spaghetti from the hood.
It don't even look good to me.
I forgot.
Sorry.
My wife is a suburban, guys. She's a suburban. She didn't grow up rough like her husband.
I would admit this little biscuit look good and it's all soft. I might enjoy that. That looks delicious. This chicken.
Boy, this stuff is... Ooh, look at this.
I'm gonna try the wing first.
Stuff is good, man. What you smelling it for? Lord, thank you for this food about to receive that be nourishment to our bodies. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, this chicken. Still fire.
It's nasty.
What? Hey man, this chicken fire on.
I don't know what I'm about to eat for dinner. Biscuits. Did it come with some honey? This one don't look all that. It come with some honey.
You ain't gonna eat them? Hey, be like back in the day at the cafeteria table. You don't want that? Let me get it. And you pick it up.
Eat my biscuit. I'm hungry.
Then you pick it up and then you scrape it on your tray.
Yeah, you scrape it.
That's what I'm gonna do to her later.
Yeah, to me later or to my plate later?
You too, lady.
I'll take both.
Okay.
Okay, let me try this biscuit. I'm gonna put that in my coronavirus. Dang.
You already put it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's what I said. I already said my grace too, so.
Only thing is, KFC's drinks be trash, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got a little drink. So, let's talk about I guess the triggers. Because this triggers disgust to me. But this biscuit look like it's about to be delicious, so.
So what else would you say you would that you don't like about KFC? Just the chicken?
Oh man, I should have tried what's that thing?
What?
Strawberry shortcake. Cause that was the only thing I liked when we used to go there. Ain't that what they had? Like strawberry shortcake?
Yeah. It was there.
Yeah.
My biggest
This biscuit is delicious.
My biscuit looks scandalous.
Sorry, mine is good. Look at that.
Hey,
Now this biscuit is this is better than any. I mean, look at this is nasty. I feel like crying because I'm hungry. Maybe I need to try another piece of chicken. Look at this. This is not how chicken supposed to look. Maybe we got the wrong. I should have said crispy. I didn't know what to do.
Girl, you should have known.
I should have said crispy.
You was eating it all the time.
This is probably the kind we was getting and why it was nasty. I bet my Uncle Lester still eat it. I bet somebody brought it to his house, him and his kids still eat it.
I know I would.
I'm starving. But it's not all that.
To you.
Definitely to me. Oh, mashed potatoes, did I get that? See, I ain't gonna be starving.
This is like going from a Ford Tempo to a Chevy Camaro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You don't think so?
No, where's my thing at? You know, so what I like better than this?
Popeye's chicken.
No, I
What?
don't like Popeye's chicken.
What?
I like Church's chicken.
Girl, you is crazy. Popeyes ain't good. They got the best biscuits.
Church's got better mashed potatoes. This is not good. Anyway.
You know, see,
I don't like that.
when you come to suburbia,
I had too many privileges.
you don't know how to appreciate the finer things in life.
I wasn't from suburbia. I was on 43rd Street for a long time. Till I was in high school.
Everybody know you from.
But we just didn't get to do nothing.
Somebody know you.
No, they don't.
That's
I don't
right.
know them either.
Good.
So anyway,
Anyway,
I know I don't like KFC, and I still don't like it. This will be the last time I eat it for the rest of my life. Probably the next time I'll probably eat it will be probably at a funeral or something, because you know all they bring is chicken. But I'm probably not gonna eat it then. Next, no, I'm not gonna eat it then.
Hey, now you talking about a triggering back in the day and nasty food. I don't eat it to this day.
What?
I can't stand hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Hot dogs are the nastiest food on the planet.
I like hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then my sister-in-law showed me how to, we went to that burger, what was it? The barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And she was seasoning her hot dogs like it was chicken. I was like, you seasoning your hot dogs? She was like, yeah. And I was like, next time I barbecue, I'm seasoning my hot dogs. And I did, and it was fire. I was like, oh. From now on, season hot dogs.
Yeah.
He don't like hot dogs.
I can't stand hot dogs. She was gonna buy one, and I told her, you buy that hot dog, I'm throwing it up against your wall in your basement.
This the best thing is this biscuit.
Cause it's trash.
Well, anyway, that's why I don't like it. And I still don't like it, but I'm eating it because I'm hungry because I ain't ate all day and I've been testing all day.
We used to eat hot dogs so much, I thought it was gonna turn into one. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Shut up.
butter noodles on Thursday. Friday, we may have added some pork and beans to it. Saturday, it may have been some chili.
With hot dogs in it.
And on Sunday, we may have some churches.
Let me tell you about hot dogs. The worst thing my daddy ever made in his cooking life was spaghetti with hot dogs in it.
Ew!
I was so he made the biggest pot, and it ain't like daddy would throw away food.
Yeah.
And so we had to eat it. Not just that day, but the next day. And it was in one of them big gray pots, Like when the pot
Oh.
that yeah. So the blue dotted when I got upstairs was big old pot like that, and he scorched the bottom of it. And so not only was the spaghetti with hot dogs freaking scorched, so it had the smoky burnt smell, and it was just spaghetti with hot dogs, like disgusting. It was so nasty, babe. And so when I first started working downtown, I was working downtown, so that was a long time ago, 99. I first started working downtown, and every time I would get off work, every time I would go to work in the morning, I was like, oh, it stinks outside. Oh, it stinks so bad. And I was walking with this lady, Carmelita, and I was like, you know what that smell like? She was like, what? I was like, burnt spaghetti with hot dogs in it. And she was like, girl, that's that coffee. They make coffee down here or something. Folgers or something that they made coffee downtown. But I was like, it smelled like, to me, burnt spaghetti with hot dogs in it. I was like, I can't. And then I guess they must have went closed down or something because I don't smell it no more. But it used to churn my stomach every morning. Like, ugh, disgusting burnt hot dogs with spaghetti in it. So, Daddy, that was one of your worst meals in life and forced us to eat it.
I hated eating pork and beans. Pork and beans was, that mother was in with almost every meal too. But when you broke, man, that's all you had to eat. And I got it. And I ate it.
So what was your favorite broke meal?
Buttered noodles.
And he would still have me, I should have knew that already. And he'd still be like, Daddy, make some buttered noodles.
Fire.
I was like, I never even had buttered noodles that I know of before him. I was like, buttered noodles? What? I had to look up a recipe on YouTube. On YouTube, I'm like, buttered noodles? It sounds easy, but...
Suburbia. Told you. I'm just saying.
Butter. But the recipe that I found online is actually pretty good because it's more than just butter, but...
Hey, she been hooking it up, though.
I mean, yeah.
She used those elbow noodles.
That ain't elbow noodles. That's
put
egg
some
noodles.
cilantro on there. Oh, what?
That's egg noodles, not no elbow noodles.
Butter noodles. And she get fancy and put some cilantro.
That's not cilantro. That's parsley.
What?
It's parsley.
Oh, that ain't cilantro?
Yeah, and then I put in some fresh Parmesan in there.
Woo!
Yeah, so I make it good, but what you was having was ghetto.
I ain't never had no noodles like that.
I upgraded your butter noodles. So whoever, I can't remember that lady's name that helped me with that recipe. Look at all this trash. Ugh. I'm so disgusted. Anyways,
I'll eat it for you.
I'm not gonna be hungry after this because what I am gonna do is eat it. My grandma told me don't waste no food. You ain't about to get up that table till all your food is gone.
Oh yeah, that's anybody.
So I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not happy about it. I was about to say something to you.
You wanna know my other trigger is?
What?
People that eat with their elbows on the table.
Shut up! I just got one elbow on the table.
That bothers me. I don't think you should do that.
You eat so fast, you ain't got time for no elbow on no table. This is a relaxed eating position.
Let me tell you something. When we had...
I don't like when people put their elbows next to my elbow. But when we was at home and we had our elbows on the table, we'd get thumped. Or we'll be done for the day. If we get told so many times you're going to bed without no food. Who was doing that?
Pops, Wendell.
Where? Oh my God.
Pops. He was like, get your elbows on the table. And I was like, man.
Y'all needed some class. What?
He was in the ghetto.
He was trying to give y'all some type of class. At least when you get out, you got something. Actually, if I have to admit, this breast is 10 times better than any piece of chicken that was in this whole box. You done it?
Yeah, I'm done.
And that, you ain't eating that nasty mashed potatoes.
I ate the mashed potatoes.
Trash. I should have got mashed potatoes from churches.
It tastes like cardboard.
It tastes like they literally just poured the mashed potato flakes and put some nasty brown stuff on top of crayon juice on it. Brown crayon juice on top of it.
I'm drinking this colored water though.
Okay, so
anyway.
Conversation is supposed to be about triggers.
Yes.
So.
What? Oh, go ahead.
I'm eating something. You go ahead and ask my question.
So what other things that trigger you?
Dying.
What is your number one trigger?
Dying of thirst when this chicken breast.
That mother was kind of dry, G. Churches be having the best. No, Popeyes has the best breast on the planet. It's so juicy, big.
Well, you might well add that in there. They better than mine?
Nope.
Nah, I'm just asking.
No, they're not, baby.
So what was your favorite?
I don't even remember.
Start talking about breasts.
Oh. In Cleveland, Ohio?
In Cleveland, Ohio.
Nah, so what is one of your main number one triggers? Like, what is it that triggers you the most? Your number one.
One thing that really gets me, lying. I can't stand a liar. I mean, I know people lie, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like liars that think they getting away with they lie, and I like know the truth. Right. Like, I know the truth, but you just go, and then I let you, and I think it makes me more mad because I let you lie to me, and I'm just like, oh, for real? Yeah. And then in my mind, I'm like, download, you know how I do. Like, I gotta download every minute, break it all down. I'm like,
so she got this thing where her eyes go back and forth like 30 miles an hour. And I was like, uh-oh, she's computing. And I'm like, boy, she thinking hard over there. And
I'm gonna let it loose.
Yep. Cause I will admit, in the beginning, I used to lie about so much and dumb stuff. Like, I would lie so much. I'd be like, come out the bathroom, leave the seat up, and she'd be like, who left the seat up? I'll be like, man, I don't know. Dude, you just came out the bathroom. What you lying about that for? You know what I'm saying? And she used to just be like, Anthony, I already know.
Because you might as well just down. Because I done broke it down.
She was like, you might as well just tell. Girl, I didn't. And, you know, I remember one time I was lying so much, she even went to the D word.
What's the D word?
Divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. I was just lying, man. And all that stuff was just adding up. And I was just kind of like, yo, dude, you better change your attitude and your ways and everything, man. And I was just like, okay. But
you know what triggers it?
What?
So my previous relationship, excuse me, sorry, I gotta burp up nastiness. But my previous relationship, I had to deal with what I would call an extreme liar. And it makes me upset now because if I would have just been like, I know you're lying. So that's why I'm so more bold and address it sooner because I know it. But back then, I just sat in it and just deal with the lies instead of just addressing the truth that I knew already instead of just accepting somebody's lie. Right. And so that previous relationship, unfortunately, that insecurity or whatever that it brings up now lies on you as an insecurity or issue that I have with mainly you because you're my lifetime partner. So
that's why it was regardless if it was a stupid lie, little lie, big lie. That's what made you feel like, okay, I'm not about to deal with this stupid stuff. I'm not about, you know. But excuse me. One thing I will say though, as a man, it made me mature mentally better, or faster. You know what I'm saying? It helped me reflect on what it is that I was doing, and not just for me internally and mentally, what it was doing to you mentally and physically. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it made me mature a lot better mentally, knowing what I was doing to you mentally and physically. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you might be thinking like I'm saving my own tail by telling this lie, but you're also breaking me down.
Breaking you down, yep.
You got something on your lip.
Oh, yeah, thank you, girl.
But yeah, so it was also breaking me down, and you're not concerned about how it's bothering me. Right. And so I'm just like, I can't deal with this because of what happened to me before. So I can't deal with that. So that old stuff that you go through, unfortunately, you bring into a new relationship. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. It's unfortunate, but I mean, like at least it helped you, Bruce.
It definitely did, man. And And I'm eternally, I'm thankful and grateful every day because it would have been just as simple me losing you over something that could have been changed just by me telling the truth.
Telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people that lose out on so many different things. You know, one, you know, I know people that lied and thought the grass was greener on the other side, and it really wasn't.
Artificial turf.
Artificial. You know what I'm saying? It was pointless. You know what I'm saying? And then when they went over there, they was trying to get back over there, but the other person didn't already. Like,
I'm all
good.
the way done. I'm all the way out by the time you done realize you done messed up.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm gone.
I'm mentally gone.
Mentally gone.
Really, you can't grasp me back after that. Over lies.
Over lies.
Because honestly, and I think, I'm going to say about me, but I think most women can accept, just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And then I can deal with the truth, but don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. For the most part, if you tell me the truth, I can accept that, and I can even accept what you did. But once you lie, then I'm like, and then I got to try to help recover from the lie. Like now you want to come to me with the truth.
Right.
And now I was already emotionally invested in the lie. Now I got to be emotionally invested in the truth. Right. And so now I'm like all jacked up. And I don't even know if I can trust you no more because I can't deal with you because you lie too much.
And real talk, I mean, and this is nothing to brag about or nothing, but I remember I was in mid-20s or something, and I had her Lady M is what I'm just gonna call her, and she was an older lady, and I was just kind of like, yo man, no, I ain't seeing nobody else, but she knew, and she was like, you know what, I'd rather you tell me the truth than be trying to be
slick.
She schooled me early, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't listening, hard-headed, but it was just like, tell me the truth so I can.
I know what I'm dealing with.
I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, I'd rather know what I'm dealing with. Go in and know the whole truth of the situation, and then I'm good. But don't lie to me.
And it puts you guys in a different mindset too. It's like it's like I can tell you, babe, I put $100 in your car, but if you don't see it for yourself. You know, it's like the trust issue.
Yeah, like now all the time. I'm always looking at you
side eye.
Right, and to be honest, like I still do you like that.
Yeah.
I do. And like I don't know how to break out of it. It's just gonna have to be just a time. I don't know if consistently no false statements, you know what I'm saying? Or little things, because even when you say something little and you just playing, you gotta reassure me like I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever I have to tell him, like whatever comes out of his mouth, I take it completely literal as fact. So because I trust what you say. Like, you can't tell me that because what you tell me, like I'm taking it as face value.
So let me ask you this then. So with that insecurity, do you think that brings about unforgiveness in your heart?
To a degree.
So you need to forgive.
Yeah.
So.
But you need to stop lying.
I ain't just talking about me. I'm talking about the root of the problem.
Which is the other relationship?
Yeah, you have to get that unforgiveness out your heart in order to not continue to pass it on to me. Even though in the past I did lie, however, it was not like in the previous relationship.
You were right.
So. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to pray on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because especially when the lies keep coming.
Yeah.
And so I'm still in the same situation.
Right.
And so I will have to pray on that.
But I'm not lying no more though. Like I'm not. And if it is, it's like a little joke. And
right. Right. Yeah, you have to tell me like.
So. Because
I so take it as such.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So trigger for you.
My biggest trigger is people telling me I'm mad when I'm not.
Is that like me?
Yeah, you're one of them. Matter of fact, you're the number one. Like I really like sometimes I'll be thinking or at that time I may not be tripping on it, and I may even act nonchalant about something, but you'll be like, why you mad? I'm like, And at one point, I'm like, I'm not mad. Yes, you are. I am not mad. Yes, I am getting mad, but I am not mad.
And I'll be like, so you're angry? Which one is it?
Because sometimes I'll be like, I think I did this once. I was like, shut up. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not mad. So that's one of the things for me. Like, you know when I'm mad, but maybe my facial expression or my body language changes.
Because it's your body language. And so I've known you for 11 years. I know when you're, I feel like I know when you're mad, but you will suppress it to me as if you present it to me as if you're not. And then I'll be like, but I know you're mad. Like, let's talk about it. You're mad. I'm not mad. I'll be like, okay, but you want to just talk about it? Because it seems like you're mad. You're gonna make me mad. And I'm like, I don't want to make you mad, babe. I just want to talk about whatever's on your mind, so you don't get more mad. Why do you keep saying I'm mad? I'm not mad. And I'm like, looks like it. Yeah. But then I'm just intensifying the non-madness that's in you, and I'm like, I know you're mad.
But I mean, literally,
you're not mad, but everything shows.
But literally, I don't be mad.
What do you call it?
I'm processing. A lot of times, if I got a straight face, or if I'm just sometimes, or maybe a blank, like, I don't want to call it a stare, because sometimes I don't stare, but I just be sitting there and I'm like, I may have my phone in my hand, I'm going like this, or I'm just kind of like this, or, a lot of times I'm processing. Now, if I get to walking away and be like, hey, I'm about to go outside and walk up the street or go for a walk or something, I'm ticked off. But for the most part, I don't be mad. Now, there are times where you've been mad. Yeah, you made me mad. However, it's not like I'll be just like, I'm just going to go off on you like that. Nah. Because a lot of times, I don't want to, like, verbally lash out at you and I'll be wrong. That's that's another fear. Like, I don't want to just be like, and, sometimes I hate to apologize, but I do anyway when I'm wrong.
You do good at apologizing. I'm the one that's trash at apologizing.
Yeah, I agree. That's a trigger too. But anyway, but yeah. So for me, I don't necessarily be upset, babe. Like, a lot of times I just be processing the whole situation.
Maybe I see like an event that happened during the day that I thought that should have brought you to some type of emotion. Mm-hmm. And so then when I see you, I'm like, what's wrong? You mad? You be like, nothing. I'd be like, you mad? No. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
but at that time, I'm processing. So I'm a silent thinker. Like I process a lot of different things. I reflect on a lot, even throughout my day. And I may not mention it to you, and sometimes I may not mention it to you till the next day or the day after that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I'm processing, and it's not like that I'm processing late. It's just like I processed it and I didn't want to vocalize it at that time, because either one, it could have came off wrong, or I just didn't want to talk about it at the time.
So I need to be more patient.
For sure.
More patient.
For sure. For sure.
But I like to get the juice like right there. I'm like,
but sometimes,
but sometimes,
sometimes you have to not do that. Like, I know you want the information right away, but sometimes the information you looking for may not be available to you, ma'am. Just saying.
Okay.
So what is one of your other triggers?
I am a big birthday person.
Yay!
I don't expect big things for my birthday and all that stuff, but I do like to be acknowledged on my birthday. Like, at least say happy birthday. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I have this issue with my birthday. I like to at least have a birthday cake with the kids. I'm like, they gotta have a cake. They gotta have a cake with candles. And he's like, and I'm like, they gotta do, just these small little just gotta do's for the birthday. But what made me like that is because in a previous relationship before, is that one time it was my birthday, and I was told that particular year, however long it was, man, you deal with a lot of bull stuff in your 20s. But I am not that tolerable anymore. But during that time, I was told I don't have to tell you happy birthday until 11:59. Like, you telling me like you're not gonna tell me happy birthday until.
That's why you got mad at me.
Yeah. So when so all the way back to when we first started dating, my birthday came.
Got you.
Right. So my birthday came early when we started dating. My birthday came.
Clicking.
And what did you have to work or something?
Yeah.
You had to work. Oh God, what was the whole details? You had to work, and you came to the apartment late.
Yeah.
But you did. He bared gift. He had cologne, cake. Cologne, cake.
Is that one about the tool bag?
And my tool bag, yes, which I still have. And my pink tool bag with the pink tools and everything, right? Mm-hmm. But it was like so late. I don't think I heard from you during the day or anything like that. So it just brought up that whole thing. It triggered that whole thing from when I was in that previous relationship where I was told that I don't have to tell you happy birthday till 11:59. And so I'm like,
yo, G.
Ninja.
Yo.
And I still was in that relationship past that bull crap.
Yo, G. She was
hot
at me.
Right, and he got it, which it wasn't even anything that he did wrong. But what I told you, matter of fact, I did tell you. I told you like you can't do that.
Yeah, you told me. You told me after the fact. You didn't tell me previously.
Yeah, but who has a conversation like that? Like, make sure when my birthday comes, you don't give me something later. Tell me happy birthday.
It was something that was important to you, so you should have mentioned that.
But guess what? I didn't know it was important until that happened to me. I didn't know that was something that I was gonna be upset about until it actually happened. And then I was like, hot. And I didn't even know I was pushing it out on you. I just knew that like I was upset. So I didn't even know.
You got some issues.
I do have issues that I still need to pray upon, apparently.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. But yeah, that did really bother me, and that triggered me, and then I put that emotion on you, which was definitely not fair. So I don't think I would apologize.
You never did.
I would like to apologize because you still shut up.
On camera. I'm sorry.
Cause you still, like I said, you still gifted me. I had a mini cake and the cologne and the tool bag, everything I asked for. And it was or the perfume and everything I asked for. But I was still like, I had to drop that dime on you. Like, you can't do that to me.
Gotcha.
Because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was another trigger of mine. Yeah. Anything for you?
Misjudging my character, like trying to play on my intelligence and my character. Like I'm a great guy, I'm a loving guy, I'm a friendly guy, I'm outgoing, all that. If people that know me, but trying to tell me again, it's like the saying that I'm mad, but trying to tell me this is who I am, I don't like that. That bothers me. And people are like, why you get mad? Why you get mad? If it ain't true, but I know it ain't true. However, don't try to play on my character like that. I try to maintain an image, and it's not for me to be trying to impress anybody or do anything, but this is who I am. This is what was instilled in me to be, as a person, and for you to try to assassinate my character and try to tell me that I'm this and I'm that, and I know I ain't, that
turn it to the Hulk.
That yeah, we gonna have some problems.
Yeah, you turn it to the Hulk.
I remember, and I'm not saying that I had lied before and said I had never drank before, but I lied to a guy and I said I had never drank before, which I know I had. But for people to say, I remember it was one point in time, somebody told me that I was a drinker, and I'm like, what? Just because I associated with family members or a friend or whatever, don't put me in that category because I know I don't do that.
Right, I'm not like that.
You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of hurtful too because it was unfortunately somebody in the church. You know what I'm saying? And it was very, very hurtful. You know, but you know, I redirected that person. However, you know, people talk. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, it was another one of those things where don't try to try to misjudge my character and who I am. And, you know, people try to play on like if I'm Sadiddy or something like, dude, come on, man. I'm the coolest dude on the planet. I love on everybody. I'm cool with mostly everybody. I don't really have no enemies. If I do, please shout me out. I don't know what I did. I apologize in advance. But it's just one of those things where don't try to tell me something that I'm not. Cause I ain't Sadiddy. Cause I mean, I ain't got nothing to be Sadiddy about. You know what I'm saying? I came from nothing. I mean, God has blessed us so far, you know, and I hope he continues to bless us, but don't try to assassinate my character and tell me all that kind of stuff. That stuff bothers the mess out of me, man.
And it's crazy that bothers you, and it does nothing for me because I could care less.
Yeah.
But my personality is just like.
But
I could care less what people think because.
But that's what makes us great,
I don't
right?
press to. Cause
you know what I'm saying? Because
you're more.
I'm more of the emotional being, and you are more like. Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah. So I help you when you get to that position. Like, oh, they said this about me. Rah rah rah. I'm like, who gives a thing about what they said? I could care less. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But a lot of people carry that weight of what people think about them. But I could care less.
My grandmother.
If I care about you, then I'm gonna address you and I'm gonna be like, look, you know, I don't want you to feel like that. This has happened. Blah 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 blah.
My grandmother and my uncle, Sylvia Jones, Ollie Robinson, they both told me like, you need to quit worrying about what people think of you.
So you've been dealing with that for a long time.
I've been dealing with it for a long time.
I probably need to start worried about what people think about me.
Why? They just told me it's like like I said earlier, it's like one of those things where it's like if you know you're not doing this, if you know you're not that person, who cares? And I think being a manager now, it kind of puts me in that mindset of okay, you know what I'm saying. But sometimes it does. I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
I think now
that's what I was trying to say. Like it depends on the person, and if it's somebody that I really would think that wouldn't think that shouldn't think like that, and you do, then I'm gonna address you. But if it's somebody like I could care less,
whether it be somebody that say they love me, whether it be a brother or a sister in the church, whether it be my family or a best friend or something like that, you know, that's when I'm like, dude, that hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but.
And I'm stubborn.
But I was just about to say.
I'm not saying nothing.
Your daddy, your mama, your sister, anybody can say, you'd be like, this is. No, I'm going to tell you, you wrong. I'm like, dang, G. Everybody ain't perfect like you. You know, so yeah. So that's just one of my things.
So one other thing, I guess, is why do we feel like these things can't happen to us? Like, why does it bother us, I guess? Like, why does it bother me when you lie to me? Why does it bother you when people assassinate your character or...
You know, it's so funny. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I ain't trying to... But Bishop voice just popped in my head and was just kind of like, dude, they persecuted Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even joking. I literally just heard it in his voice. I just literally heard that, and I was just like, wow. When you thought that question, he's like they talked about it. I was like, dang. I'm not saying that I'm on Jesus status, nowhere near that. However, it's like, if I consider myself to be a child of God, like, let them people talk. You know what you stand for. You know what you about. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that I'm better than anybody else, because I know I'm not. Sorry. I'm not better than anybody else. Because I know I'm not. But it's like I hold myself to a high standard. You know what I mean? But
well, I think it's because you feel like you're so important of an individual. Like, how could they do this to me? How could you lie to me?
Right.
Ain't nobody different than somebody else.
Right.
Like you can lie to the bill collector, you can lie to me.
Yeah, right.
So I ain't no different for somebody to lie to.
For sure.
Especially if you really don't care about me, then you're gonna lie to me like it's nothing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think you feel as you're entitled to some type of benefit from that person. Like, you shouldn't lie to me. You should you shouldn't. But I mean, who are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That sounds terrible, but why should I? I guess I feel like I'm more to them than what.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. I can see that. I can see that.
I feel more worthy. Like, I'm Jackie. How could you lie to me?
Lie to me. Yeah.
Especially if I know you're lying. Stupid. I know you're lying. I know the truth. Right. I got it all timed down. If I didn't, I went back through the whole day and jotted down I got a whole timeline.
Right.
You know I'll be having time.
I know.
Eddie or whatever. But I want to make sure I get the whole thing.
And it ain't something she write down. It's computed in her head. Like, I'm like, dude. But
at 11:59 then.
But the crazy thing is,
you said this.
Nah, hold on. Yeah, I thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I ain't thanking you. But you can't remember.
I can't.
Certain, man, I ain't gonna even.
No, because I got selective memory. When it's something important, I'll be like, computer, please go back and help me remember this. Please, because I need it for today to recover.
Terrible.
But I do got selective. Some things I can't remember, but some things I'll be like, I know I remember this because of this. So you can't tell me what I don't remember.
Right.
Ugh.
That's why I'm gonna forget your birthday this year.
No, my birthday is in 5 more days.
Yep, this Friday.
5 more days. 39?
Dang, G, you old in them up.
Yeah, I'm getting up there.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
I don't know,
so
let's try to clean up this mess while we talking. But
hey, I gotta clean up, girl.
we got some new cleaning stuff. Can you hand me the cleaning stuff back?
Yeah. Shout out to the family. We got my lady,
My cousin
Verna Carroll, coming with a beautiful name, The Cleansing Process, so you can cleanse yourself, go ahead and do a little spray on there, a little minty.
It smells good. So, says it cleans wood and all that stuff, and so we said, you know what?
Ooh, holy mess.
We ain't
wow.
use it. Oh my goodness. Look, we didn't use this prior to.
I promise
we just got this out the car.
Yo.
Oh, and it smells good.
Like fresh, minty.
Yeah.
Yo, this is. Hey, I'm not
I wonder if y'all can see this in the camera.
I'm not exaggerating. Yo, this is dope.
And it ain't like the table was like super dirty, so it ain't like like I picked up a lot of dirt. This is legit.
Wow.
And I don't even need that much because I'm still cleaning.
Oh, man. This is awesome. It's the Cleansing Process LLC from Verna Carroll, and this is called Fusopia Cleaner. If you want to try it, support the black-owned business, do all that stuff, the number is 816-419-2020, Verna Carroll. Yo, this stuff is for real.
You squeeze that. Don't squeeze the bottom.
I did that on purpose.
But then she got this. This is like
freshener.
freshener.
Air freshener.
Not the air freshener. It's like a fabric freshener.
Oh,
let's see what this smells like.
Like a Febreze or something, fabric freshener?
Yeah, like that. But no, Verna Breeze, a Fusopia. Oops. It's okay. Ooh, that smells good too.
Yo. Check her out.
Dang,
the cleansing process.
Shooting instead of spraying. Oh,
girl, what are you doing?
It don't matter. I'm trying to get it to where it don't squirt, where it don't squirt like a straight shot, but that smells good. And the table is shining.
So, hey, shout her out. The Cleansing Process, LLC, Fusopia Cleaner and Fusopia Freshener. Her number is 816-419-2020, and her name is Verna Carroll.
And she does have labels
And
things,
stuff. Yes,
This is just a sample that she gave us for the episode.
Yes, man. Shout out.
But hey, this
That
stuff
smells
smells
good.
real good. And cleaned this table. We intentionally didn't use it or anything until we
got on here.
on here. But it smells really good. And then I put her on the love and reflect. Learn, love, and reflect page so you guys can find her. But highly impressed, and I'm glad we got this much of a sample because we using it.
We got some wood we need to dust off.
Yeah.
But man, well, we thank you for letting us come into your area, to your space. Welcome to our life, man. We are an open book. Please like, subscribe, comment, share all this information if you can, man, and if you will. Again, if there's any other topics that you guys would like to talk about, we definitely got some materials from some other people that we're going to be shouting out. So we thank you. We love you guys for supporting us. Hey, if you got a black-owned business, or if you got just a business, period, give us some product so we can just go ahead and push it out there. Don't forget Forged by Fire t-shirts. Man, they are dope. LCM Vinyl Art Creation. My sister Leah, she is doing an amazing job with her clothing and all the stuff that she's making, hats and everything. So give her a shout out, man. LCM Vinyl Art Creations and ForgedByFire.com, I believe. Brother Joe Hathaway, man, he and his wife and family doing an amazing things with the Forged by Fire t-shirts. I didn't wear it today, but check them out. With that being said, peace.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too.